Next up is CJC. Go for it, CJ.
Hello?
Yep.
All right, so I just have a question. What is your opinion on Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge?
Um, so that is not, I'm kind of limited in terms of what I can say, but not only just because of censorship, but also because there's not a lot of conclusive, let's just say, it is not a well understood or particularly well documented period of time. However, I am confident in being able to say that there is a historical significance of the Khmer Rouge that is not just, this murderous, horrific genocide that they're accused of committing. I think that the specific way in which they kind of are building off of Maoism and this idea of year zero, of just completely returning to the countryside to rebuild up your industrial base from scratch as well. And then most importantly, though, right, the most important takeaway is the revolutionary strategy that they employed, which was kind of just like this hyper Maoism of going to the countryside from scratch and almost completely neglecting the cities is, well, I mean, I'm quite sympathetic to it in many ways. But let's just say, let me put it this way, okay? So there's two aspects to the story of Cambodia, okay? One aspect is the Americans and the West, or what do you want to call it, right? The other aspect is the Soviets and the Vietnamese. Now, these two sides had a monopoly on history, on writing history, okay? Because the Khmer Rouge was aligned with China at the time. So, in terms of writing the history of what happened, it was pretty much monopolized by their enemies. So, what really happened in Cambodia is a question I don't really think has been conclusively answered. But I will acknowledge that there probably was a lot of atrocities and horrible things that had happened, just from what eyewitnesses and local people have said. But how much is that to blame on the Khmer Rouge? And, to what extent was that because of the Khmer Rouge? How much of it was just senseless local violence there? I mean, it's a complicated question, but I hope that somewhat satisfies your question.
So, yeah, that answered my question. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Okay. Next up, we've got